Hey guys, hey. What's that? How y'all doing? I'm a little late for the little podcast, but you know what? I'm still here. So, I just made it home. You know, it was the little holiday going on, or however you may. So, I literally came home and came straight to the podcast. Usually, I come home, get in the shower, wind down a little bit. But I didn't do that. I just came straight to my podcast. I just came straight to the podcast. So, guys, my nose been irritating me. I don't know if it's because my allergies or if this septum piercing healed or not. So, it's so hot in my house. I just literally got in here. It's hot as heck. And, yeah. So this week, oh my gosh, I had a week. Guys, you just don't know. Like, I literally had a week. And, it's been crazy because, remember I made that post that I was saying, basically, like, I won't turn back to my exes and I won't date none of my exes or anything like that. So, basically, okay, so at church today, the pastor was talking about, the book of the Kings, right? And it was 2 Kings. And I believe he was on chapter 4. I was late to that too. I've been late, like, this whole week to a lot of different things. And I'm like, I can't believe that I'm late. And usually I'm like on my stuff. But anywho, so basically, he was just talking about how we're not even supposed to turn back in the past. Why would you go to the past when you're going to the future? You know, why would you go to the past when the future is, you know, getting prepared for you and ready for you and whatnot? And I actually did a video on that right when he was talking about it. And it was crazy because I'm like, but I guess that's divine, you know, linking up. So I just feel so much better that I completely tell the truth and I tell people how I feel. And they get upset, and it's not like I'm trying to make them upset or things like that. It's just that, you know, hey, this is the truth. So, anywho, now, I appreciate you guys for joining my Principles and Principalities. So my whole thing is, you know, I love me some God. And I love who I am. You know, I'm always saying, I rebuke you. You don't have any, you know, authority on my life. You don't have no power over my life. Like, you know, in the Jesus name, I'm always one of those persons. Okay. Also, I'm in my spiritual world as well. So I'm physical. So that's me being in my physical world and things like that. So basically, moral of the story, I didn't want to take y'all all around the bush, but moral of the story is, an ex and I was talking, right? Only 3 days. And I basically told him exactly how I feel. I'm like, if you're not willing to be with me as in marriage, what is the point of us being together? What is the point of us talking? Like, I don't want to talk to you. I date with a purpose. I date for a purpose, you know. And he's just trying to just, you know, put his hands in the cookie jar. And I'm like, you know, yeah, I'm cool. I don't want none of that stuff. Like, you know, Satan, I rebuke you, you good. Then my chest was hurting so bad. And I'm like, why is my chest hurting this bad? You know, like, it was hurting like so bad. So I was thinking to myself, like, okay, maybe my chest is hurting bad because I'm not even supposed to be with this boy. So, long story short, I decided to tell him how I honestly feel instead of holding it back. Now, the truth will always set you free, right? So I told him how I feel. I'm like, you know what? This is not going to go anywhere. First of all, I'm not physically attracted to you. I'm not in the point where I just, I'm very celibate. I'm abstinent. I'm not about to just be having sex with people. Ooh, I probably wasn't supposed to say that, but I'm not about to just be, smexing people. That's not something that I want to do. That's not something that I feel like I need to do or anything like that. So with that being said, like, boy, like, get up out of here. And then I told that man, I said, you know what? Well, I told that boy, because that's exactly who he is. Let me get this eye cake up. So anyways, I told him, I said, all you want is your cake to eat it too. I am so sleepy. Then I have other plans for tomorrow. I have things to do. So I told him, I said, you can't have your cake and eat it too. This man gonna tell me I ain't having no cake. I said, well, not mine at least. You're not. Why would I allow you to do any of that? Like, why would I allow you to even try? Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting myself in that situation. I'm not putting myself through that anymore. Like, I don't want to deal with nothing like that. I really, really don't. And that's just what it is. Like, he cool, whatever, but probably for somebody else, but not for me. So yeah, I'm just not doing it. And I usually start you guys off with a prayer. So we're gonna do Numbers chapter 11 verse 10. And it says, then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent, and the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. So, moral of the story, that boy is very fast to anger. He cusses everyone out. He says a lot of cuss words, and he don't have no respect when it comes to me, and I don't like it, and that's just what it is. And it's just so sad. I'm not gonna be on here for too long, guys. I'm not gonna hold you guys up for too long, because I'm just gonna go to the other app, the blue app, so I can get those together too. And I'm gonna put both of them on here. I haven't had any guests, because people, they tend to make up stories like, oh, I'm going to be on there, or I'm going to do this, or, I want to be on your show. I want to be on the podcast. And then they never show up. And I'm not going to continue to keep wasting my, dividends, my coin, on people that's swine, basically. Don't cast their pearls onto swine. And with that being said, I love who I am. I know who I am. And I love everybody, And I don't like some things that people do. And that's just what it is. With that being said, yeah, I just love who I am. And I know who I am. And God is really good, And I do try to push that out there a lot. I know God. Okay, so for me, this is for entertainment purposes only. For me, I feel like God is within, okay? And I am a goddess, because I know who I am and I embody my essence, we're supposed to have a balance. Feminine energy and masculine energy, and it's supposed to be out of balance. If it's not out of balance, then you're out of balance. You're not in alignment, and then that's when you have to get into alignment. And once you get into alignment, that's when you start to notice the shift changing and things like that. And alignment is very, very, very special and very necessary, especially when you're a spiritualist. Once you're a spiritualist and you're very freaking spiritual, you have to be aligned 100%. And you have to do things that keep you aligned. You can't be discarded, you know? And that's just what it is. So, with that being said, God is so good, and I love who I am completely. And I feel bad for people that don't love who they are, that don't know who they are. You know, you can always pray. And I actually manifest. Yoga, I'm going to start going into that. I'm going to start going in deep on the yoga, man. I just don't want to date nobody that's of anger. Like, you gotta be slow to anger. Why are you so upset? Like, what are you upset for? Like, everything's gonna be okay. And it's like, some people don't like their fathers, or some people don't like their mothers. And it's like, you can't treat that person because of that. You want, like, some women are broken and they want to treat their boyfriend as, oh, this is my daddy, this is my father, this is my dad, this is my, because their father wasn't there for them. And then we have the men, some of them are like, oh, this is my mama, like, this is my baby, this, you feel me? What's up, mamas? And all that type of stuff. Like, I have my own kids. You need to go heal your parent wounds. Like, them wounds that you guys have be so diabolical. Like, get all that together, you know? And it's just crazy. It's just so crazy. And I really actually love myself, and I love y'all, and I really want y'all to see, like, if you don't love you, then how you gonna love somebody else? How you really gonna love somebody else if you don't love yourself? These people be like, oh yeah, I love me. And they treat the next person like crap. Like, that's how you feel about yourself? Because you're supposed to love yourself like you love thy neighbor like you love yourself. And they don't understand that. Understand it, overstand it, nothing. And it's like, it's just crazy to me. And I feel really, really bad. I do. Really, really bad. And it's just crazy. Oh, could y'all not hear me? Could you guys hear me? Or is it loud in here? Or let me know. You know. Anyways. But, you know. If you guys can hear me, let me know. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. But I'm about to jump up off of here. And I'm about to jump on the other one. I appreciate you guys for... This is going to be... I'm just going to be like part 1 and part 2, basically. With that being said. So, yeah. Later, guys. You guys don't be talking on here. It's like... I need questions. Give me questions. Ask me things. Let me know that you're here. Let me see. You know, don't just be watching and you ain't even saying nothing. Like, dang. But I may come back because I don't even know how to. I just learned. But yeah. So just know, you guys, and well wishes. Take care. God loves you, and so do I. Continue to like, share, comment. You know, do some hearts for me. Something. I don't know. But anyways, bye. I'm out of here.